What is something that was crazy at the time but proven to be correct?
Famous author Ernest Hemingway told his friends and family he believed the FBI was spying on him. They all told him he was paranoid or crazy. Years after his death, his suspicions were confirmed when the FBI declassified their spying on him.
The spokes in the rings of Saturn, originally observed by an amateur and dismissed as an optical illusion for the better part of a century, the Voyager probes confirmed their existence. The experts thought that the spokes couldn't be real because they appeared to rotate at the speed of the planet, not the speed of the rings. Turns out they follow the magnetic field of the planet. Edit: my memory failed me in this case. Stephen O'Mara was the amateur astronomer, and he made his observations in the early 70s, so not the better part of a century. I read the story originally in an amazing book Seeing in the Dark by Timothy Ferris.
That stomach ulcers were caused by the Helicobacter pylori bacteria. Conventional medical wisdom was that stomach ulcers were caused by lifestyle factors. The bacteria theory was met with great skepticism and criticism. One of the researchers, Barry J. Marshall, resorted to proving it by ingesting the H. pylori bacteria. 22 years later, Marshall and Robin Warren were awarded the Nobel Prize for Physiology for their discovery.
The Missoula megafloods that carved up the scablands of eastern Washington and Oregon. The geologist who proposed it was ignored when he proposed it and then derided when he insisted. He lived long enough to see other geologists start to realize he was right, though. So there's some justice, too, be had.
That the platypus was a real animal. The researcher, who received the first specimen back in Europe, was certain he was being pranked and meticulously dissected it to try to find where it was sewn together.
In 1942, conspiracy theories began to spread that Nazis had landed a submarine on a Florida beach and were now living in America. It turns out they actually had, in fact. They landed two submarines, one in Maine and one in Florida. https://www.fbi.gov history famous-cases/Nazi-saboteurs-n-George-#:text equals post-war %20 debriefing %20 of %20 German %20 personnel. A %20 rather %20 desperate %20 attempt %20 to Tracy Campbell's The Year of Peril. America in 1942 has a good section on the rumors and eventual discovery that it was true.
A dingo really did eat her baby.
The scientist who proposed the gut-brain connection used to get laughed out of conferences as a kook.
The germ theory.